Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Chrono Trigger. I'm Flying Ace 24, and last time we were running around 600 AD looking for the Queen, and we found her in the cathedral, being held captive by Yakra, and it so happens that he was our first boss battle of the game. Woohoo! And we returned the Queen, and now we're about to go back to our own time, and here we are. How do we get home? Your Highness, Princess, Please, just call me Marle. Well then, Marle, observe. Whoa! Luca, you're amazing. Ain't the truth? I mean... Enough with the false modesty. You have a real gift. I would trade my royal ancestry for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call this thing a gate. It's kind of a portal that takes you to the same location in a different era. Gates are very unstable though, so I use the principle behind my telepod device to create a gate key. Now we can use them as we please. But why did this gate suddenly appear? Either the telepod has something to do with it, or something else made it. This is getting pretty weird. Let's at least head back to our own time. Alright, going Chrono? And we're off. And we're back in our own time, 1000 AD, at the fair. Whew, we're back. Chrono, Luca, why don't you come home with me to the castle? I'd like you to come over for dinner. Sorry for putting you through all that, Marle. Are you joking? That's the most fun I've had in months. And I have some new friends, too. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I got some work to do. See you soon, Luca. Will you escort me home, Chrono? Yes, ma'am. Alright, so now that we're here, there's actually a couple things we can still do. As you can see, the fair's still going on. We can run around and play games still if you want. There's also you can travel around on the bottom, but we already went there, so there's really not much to do. Also note that here, all the vendors that were here before, they're no longer in the fair. They went back to over here in the market and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, we're just gonna continue on with the story. Since we already pretty much went down there, went over here and everything, we'll just bring Marle back home because we can. Alright, the forest right here. This is a good place to level up, actually, for Marle. Yeah, you probably want Marle to at least learn Aura. It's useful. You know, you get a healing spell. Alright, here we are at the castle. Princess Nadia. Are you alright? Where have you been? I heard you were abducted. We had soldiers searching for you. Scoundrel, you're the one, huh? Kidnapping Princess Nadia? No, Chronos. Admit it, you confused her and tried to take over the throne. Terrorist! Stop it. Please, stop. Oh, that sucks. Actually, we can fight them all if you want to right now. Cyclone, they're all in a circle. Stop this at once. What are you doing? But Princess Nadia said to. Idiots! Detain him! Chrono! Yeah. Remember when I told you about all that stuff before? Those things we did in the fair, like telling Mario to grab her pendant, helping the kitty, and get back to the girl and stuff? Well, that all comes into play here. Because you'll get people to testify against you. there'll be 6 things here, like, to prove whether you're guilty or not, and those 6, we've already done 5 of them, and the 6th thing is gonna be in the trial, so you'll see. I'll tell you when. What shall we do with him? Fire, perhaps? Hang him upside down for a few years? Or shall we simply employ the guillotine? I don't know. Hanging upside down for a couple years, that kind of sucks. All the blood going in your brain and stuff. Ew. I think I'd rather have the guillotine. Quick and painless, but of course I'd rather not die. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, did he kidnap Princess Nadia? The answer? No, he did not. In fact, no abduction took place. The two met completely by accident. In fact, the princess asked Chrono if she could join him. Is this true? Who actually started this whole mess? This one, it doesn't really matter what you say here, but you should say it is your fault. It's better. Just as I suspected, the defendant deliberately tried to get near the princess. If you remember, that's not what happened. We rammed into her, but yeah. Princess then innocently followed you to Luca's little sideshow, whereupon you both disappeared. If that wasn't criminal abduction, I don't know what is. And I have facts that throw the defendant's character into question. Objection! This can't have any relevance whatsoever to this case. Here to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case. We have nothing to hide. We have a witness, a little girl who will vouch for the character of the defendant. If you remember, this is the little girl that will testify because you brought her the cat. So yeah, you're a nice guy. How about that? Doesn't this young man deserve a medal? Looks like they're buying it. The issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this fine citizen to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. What about ransom? Chrono, her fortune did tempt you, did it not? And here, this part, you should say no. Unlike last part, you should also say that it was your fault. And these two things will combine to be the 6th thing that you'll get for the jury. So, no. Are you sure you really weren't attempted? Tempted, my bad. Not at all. That's enough. I have no more questions. It is evident that my client is a fine, noble young man. Your Honor, the defense rests. Members of the jury, if he is guilty, stand to the left. If innocent, stand to the right. We should be getting all innocent right now. I'm pretty sure I did all but 6 of the things. Or not, maybe I didn't. I don't even remember which one I didn't do, but it's alright. I don't even remember what it was, but I'll name the 6 things anyway. The first thing is, after bumping into Marle, speak to her before grabbing the pendant. And when you talk to Melchior and he offers to buy Marle's pendant, tell her no. Tell him no, my bad. And then for the old man's lunch, don't eat it or he'll testify against you. And the other one, lead the cat back to the little girl and she'll testify as you saw. And the other one is to wait patiently for Marle to choose her candy, if you remember that last one, where we were waiting there. And then the other one we did here, during the trial, answer that it was your fault and that you had no interest in her money. So yeah, I don't know what happened. I got too guilty for some reason. Who knows? But yeah, we still go to jail anyway, even that we are not guilty. So whatever. That's enough, my dear. But father, all I asked was for you to behave like a princess. Even royalty must obey rules. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor and forget about the events in town. We're leaving. That sucks. Kind of reminds me of Little Mermaid. How the dad is so protective and whatever. I don't know, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like Little Mermaid and Aladdin. That's what happens when I play Kingdom Hearts. I got all the Disney stuff in my head.